Power 106, it's LA's number one for hip hop. I'm Letty from Brown Bag, and you already know I love boxing, so I cannot wait. One, to introduce you to this next fighter, but also for March 18th, for when my guy Gabe Rosado is going to take on Zurdo. It's going to be incredible. It's going to happen in Long Beach. Yeah. You two are going to duke it out. But right now, off air, Gabe, you told me that y'all are actually homies.
Yeah.
No.
No, that's the best fights in boxing, though. Dudes that know each other, it's a little more to it,
Yeah.
So we get along outside the ring, but inside the ring it's gonna be war.
Now, how long have you guys been friends?
I've known Zurdo probably like 4 years.
4 years. Okay, so
4 years.
So you guys were in different weight classes, no? Or
well, yeah. When I fought at 60, he fought at 68. Then when I moved up, he went up to light heavyweight.
Okay,
yeah.
So your friendship has been out of the same class, out of classes, right?
And it's mainly been a gym thing, a gym relationship where we help each other out for fights. He was my main sparring partner when I knocked out Bektemir.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he got me
now
right
it's
for
his
that
turn.
fight. Yeah, he got me right for that fight. So
Damn.
Yeah.
So when you're like in this like you guys are building, getting along, Zurdo is, to me, I'm gonna interview him and I'm pocha, so I'm like halfway English, halfway Spanish, but I'm like getting my Rosetta Stone ready so that I know what questions to ask. But like when you guys are building your relationship, are in the back of your mind is it, like even with any other boxer, like I could potentially fight you one day.
Yeah, I think what I mean. And it is what it is. I've been a professional fighter for 17 years now. So I fought a couple of dudes that I have real close relationships with, and I knocked their head off, but
Is it ever the same after is the question?
Yeah, it's still love, you know what I mean? It's still is actually, I think even when you don't know a guy and you're not friends with a guy, I think, when y'all duke it out and y'all go to war together, it's a certain bond you're going to share with that fighter.
No one else has that
just
experience with you and him.
Yeah, y'all shed blood together in that ring, so,
But you see it and it's happening. Like, low-key, you're hailing out of Puerto Rican. You're Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
We got Zurdo, who's Mexican. Already it gets like everyone goes for their ethnicity.
Yeah.
And like and out here in Long Beach might as well be Mexico. But you've gained the you've gained the fanship. There's people that are Mexican that are rooting for you to knock Zurdo's head off just like you have before with other fighters. Do you see that love too, not just from the Puerto Rican community, but from boxing fans and Mexican fans?
Yeah, I've been living in Los Angeles for almost 10 years now. So I would say my biggest fan base are Mexicans.
Yeah.
And the love is great. I feel like Mexicans are probably like the most knowledgeable boxing fans.
Oh yeah.
They're real passionate, they hardcore.
Yep.
But there's always respect, so I get a couple comments like, yo, I'm Mexican, but I'm going for you,
you.
So, and it's love. There's always they always want to make it the Mexico-Puerto Rico thing, but I look at it more like it's a healthy rivalry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just two countries that are proud.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like down with their race, but it's like it's a mutual respect. You know what I mean? Because you share a lot in common.
I love that. I love to see it too. Like, I can't help but think of like Bad Bunny's being able to come to LA, and he's full LA now. LA hat.
Yeah.
He's going to our favorite taco spots. But there's a part of that also is like, we appreciate his music. Similar, like you're here, you're also mixing in with us, but we also appreciate your fighting style. We love that you fight. You know, I think beyond anything, when it comes to the Mexican fans, we have like that. We need that like combat.
Yeah.
We need those hits. And we hate it when people run around, and you bring that. You're gonna fight with people.
For sure. I'm definitely gonna fight, and I'm not in there to run or do none of that. I'm in there to fight and do what I got to do to try to win the fight.
Sheesh. Is there any conversations with him before, like, because you got, like, I even look at the posters and I know, like, the weigh-in's about to happen and all of that, but, like, you have to have that dead stare.
Yeah.
I have never managed. I always try to play with my siblings, like the staring game. I lose, I blink, I laugh. How do you keep that composure of like, let me not laugh because I really know this fool and I remember like all these other things about him?
I think all that goes, it's funny. We ran into each other getting our medicals.
Damn,
so it's
getting
like,
everything fixed.
It's like we see each other, we laughing, whatever. But, when it comes down to like fight week, it's like, it's like a whole different person comes to light.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, everybody that really knows me knows to stay away from me.
Yep.
I'm mean as shit.
You are?
I'm not nice to nobody. So it's just, you know, it just changes, you know, and it's just a mindset you got to have because you're really going to go to war.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, you really putting your life on the line.
Yep.
So you can't play with that shit. So, like, even though he's my boy, I don't think the face down's going to be anything nice.
True.
It's going to be respectful, but it's like, you know, he trying to knock me out. I'm trying to knock him out. So, you know, fight week, it gets tense.
Yeah, it's crazy because a lot of my like my guy friends, they fight their homies.
Yeah.
Like they're like my friend was just telling me like, yeah, like I had a squabble with him for like 5 minutes because he said something stupid in front of a girl, and I'm like, and then you guys can be friends after that because with girls it's different. Like with girls, I fight with you, like I hate you the rest of my life. But the fact that you guys can tussle like that, then be cool again, it low-key reminds me of like even in basketball where the fans are probably more haters to each other than the actual players are. Like if you're a Celtic, I hate you because I'm a Laker fan, right?
Yeah,
but like who's to say that the Celtics player and the Laker player don't like talk to each other right after?
Yeah. Well, I think with the boxing, it's like, you know, it's a sport. You know what I mean? It's a sport. It's a disciplined sport because, you know, we're warriors, right?
Yep.
But, you know, you can't walk around about to fight everybody.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to know how to channel that, right? So it's a discipline. It's a discipline, you know. It's like, yeah, your hands are lethal, but, you know, you don't take advantage of it. But, you know, in the ring is a sport.
Right.
And it's like y'all just going to war it out.
Man, Gabe, what led you to that? Like, because when we're talking about just the fanship of like a boxing fan, like I just remember watching it when I was little, like even betting what rounds they're gonna get, like for the $5 that everybody put in. What's your first experiences with boxing? Like, what got you there?
Boxing, I think I started real young, watching fights with my dad. You know what I mean? The old school Telemundo fights and Univision fights, and USA used to have the Tuesday night fights and all that. And then I think like the biggest fight for me where I was like, damn, I want to do that was when I saw Tyson and Holyfield won the first fight.
Yes.
And it was when as Holyfield came out, he was the underdog, you know, and Tyson, you know, he was that mean bull, right? And it was like Holyfield just had this swag about him where I don't know why I just decided to go for Holyfield. And, you know, the type of performance he put on, I was just like, it just blew me away.
Yeah,
and
I
was
like,
I love this. That's what I want to do. And, you know, ever since that fight, that probably happened like, what, 96,
Yeah, because 2 was the ear, no?
Huh?
Their rematch was the
rematch was
ear
probably
situation.
Yeah, the rematch was the ear situation. But yeah, after that, and then Tito Trinidad as far as like being proud, Tito Trinidad, he made me be like, damn, he's repping his country, he's repping his people, and it was like he made us so proud. And every time he fought, it was like a party. It was like a big block party, and when he won, it was like we was going crazy. And I was like, man, I want my people to feel that. You know, so I would say, you know, that fight with Holyfield and Tito Trinidad was what got me going.
And that helped you kind of even develop who you are. Like, you look at that and you kind of not necessarily match styles, but it's a good blueprint of like, all right, I'm going to compose myself like this.
For sure.
And it's wild to me even because if people were to look at like a Holyfield and Tyson, granted, the louder dude was Tyson. The I'm going to eat your kids is Tyson, right? And you have that fight in you, but it's like you saw like, I guess just the calmness, but that beast in Holyfield too. That's kind of what led you to who you've become.
Yeah, for sure.
And
for
your
sure.
character of it all. That's dope.
Yeah, and it's like I don't really like going too crazy, and my mom hates it too.
Yeah,
like
I bet.
Whenever there's been a couple altercations that I've had when face-offs, pushing somebody or talking crazy. And my mom's like, why you gotta talk like that, guy?
Come on.
You know, so
I do want to talk about moms because you have siblings then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the middle child.
You're the middle child.
I got
Is
two
this middle
sisters.
child angst that's happening?
No, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I got two sisters. I'm the middle child, and you know.
Oh, but you're the golden child. You're the baby boy, no matter what.
Yeah, I'm mama's favorite.
So, but she sees you. Is it hard for her to watch fights?
Yeah, but she's coming to this fight. She's coming. You know, she thought I was gonna retire.
Because you're bringing her out.
She thought I was gonna retire because you know it's been a long journey. So this is my 17th year.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, I've been fighting 10, 12 rounds since 2008. So the journey been long.
Right.
So she's like, all right, that's
This
it,
is
God.
it, yeah.
But I was like, Mom, I got another one coming up.
Stay put.
And I'm moving up to light heavyweight.
Damn.
And she's like, "How? Yeah."
Yep.
But you know, she my biggest supporter. You know what I mean? She's my biggest supporter. She probably knows me more than anybody else.
Right.
So you know, she understands why I do it.
Yeah, and like you've been in it a long time. You've seen the wins and losses with different fighters. Like you see people go through it. Like Zurdo is your homie, and he just experienced this loss with Bivol. Do you hit him after? Is there like words of encouragement there, or is it just something like, I know we might be headed next to each other, and low key, I want you on a low self esteem right now.
Yeah, right now there's no talks.
Yeah.
Right, but you know, yeah, a loss for a fighter is devastating because. In the sport of boxing, you know, it's like they put you down so low
Quick.
when you catch a L. You know, in the NBA, you catch a L, you could bounce back the next day. In any other sports, you could bounce back the next day. Where boxing is different, and especially when like Mayweather created that where everybody's chasing that, right? But you know, when you really look at all the greats, you know, Floyd is Floyd, and he's special. But when you look at all the greats, you know, Roberto Duran, 15 losses. Nobody looks at 15 losses. Everybody looks at him as a legend. Why? Because he was able to come back from defeat, adversity. You know, Sugar Ray Leonard.
We got Chavez. Like for Chavez, like he took L's, but it's like it's what he did while he was in the ring, even if he had losses.
Yeah, because you're able to show your greatness from adversity. You know, it's great to keep winning. But, you know, I think people really identify with me because it's like I could fall off, but I'm back. You know what I'm saying? And I won't stay down, and I won't. You know, you gotta have a short-term memory and just keep pushing.
You know, I do see that with like the new gen. We're looking at like the Ryans, the Tanks, like Haney, and it's like they're guarding that O, but that keeps them from the actual sport sometimes because there is a sport, and like that's why there's tournaments. Like tournaments have wins and losses. That's why there's like the end goal isn't the zero. The end goal is be as great as you can while you're in there,
for sure.
fighting the greatest. You
for
know,
sure. And props to Tank and Ryan though because they're actually fighting each other and they're fighting each other at their prime. You know what I'm saying? Where that's very rare right now in boxing. So you know, shout out to them because. You know, they're doing something that's really not being done right now in boxing. For sure.
You see, like, people, like, it's even you where, like, you're moving in weight classes. Do you ever see, like, a boxer come in? Because it must be tough to move within all of those realms. I think of, like, when Canelo was trying to go up, like, and, like, just win as much as he can no matter where he's at. That has to be a task. It's not easy. It's not just gaining weight and losing weight. Yeah,
for sure.
There's skill sets there, too.
Yeah, there's a science behind it. You know, like, when you're cutting weight, you got to cut it a specific way because if you do it wrong, you know, the day of the fight, you could be dead. You kill your feet. Kill your legs where you have no energy. So, you know, it's like really understanding your body and understanding like what kind of food to put in your body. Right. You know, because sun could throw you off. So now I'm moving up in weight. Yeah. So, you know, for me, it's like I'm still eating healthy. Like I'm like, I'm moving up in weight, so I'm eating burgers or I'm eating, you know what I mean? I'm going crazy.
Just gonna load up with stuff.
Yeah, you know, I'll have a cheat day every now and again, but for the most part, it's sticking to like a meal plan, you know, and like making sure my body's responding properly.
Man, is there a fighter that you know, like, you're not going to be in weight classes with, but you wish you'd be able to fight them? Like, either they're too small or, like, you're just like, I would never be able to, like, catch you.
No, not really, because, you know, I think between 54, 60, 68, I fought, you know, the best out there.
Yeah, you can go anywhere.
Yeah, I fought the best out there. So, you know, and right now, you know, this fight was Zurdo at light heavyweight. You know, Zurdo, he lost to Bivol, but, you know, Bivol beat Canelo. Like, Bivol is legit, you know, one of the pound for pound right now. So, you know, Zurdo is, he's the real deal when it comes to the light heavyweight division. Yeah.
I look at, like, people like, low-key like Fury or something, and I feel like, oh my God, I'd be so scared. I'm so glad I'm not in his weight class type of vibes. But I'm sure there's even like, nah, let's do it, David and Goliath vibes. Like, I don't care.
No, I'm good. I ain't fighting no 300-pound dude. You know what I mean?
Because even the heavyweights you were looking at,
that's like you sign the
Holyfield,
contract. You sign the contract, and it's like that contract's pretty much, you know,
I lose.
the life insurance for your family, for your
Hilarious.
kids.
Hilarious. This is my will.
It's like, yeah, kids.
Yeah. I loved you.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, man, it's good to meet you. I'm
doubt.
excited to watch this fight.
Thank
like
you.
I said, like you went over so many people. I didn't even know you lived in LA like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I feel like that part is going to make people ride for you that much more, and you got the resume to back it.
For sure.
And it's really dope to see that you guys are friends,
Yeah.
but you still gonna beat that ass.
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
It's gonna be a war. You know, I prepare myself.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing going into this fight is how I prepare myself mentally. You know what I'm saying? Because you train your body, but
Yeah.
you know, you got to train your mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to really be locked in and be in a different mind space. And you know, going into this fight, I have that.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel very confident.
Okay, but look, I know so like you guys have like a different type of Spanish than we have,
Yeah.
right? So one thing Kobe used to do is like Kobe learned
But
whatever
you know,
his opponent's
in
Spanish
LA, I be
is.
sounding Mexican because
Because it's like you gotta come
it's
at
the
him in
accent.
Mexican, dog. You gotta be like, "Te voy a partir la madre." Like you can say it in Puerto Rican slang, but it's like he's probably heard that before in his life, like from his mom or some shit.
Yeah.
But like that's what I'm thinking. Like Kobe used to learn whatever language his opponent was to
That's
talk
funny.
shit to them in that language. He'll learn Russian. He'll learn whatever to talk shit to whoever he's playing against.
You know, it's funny because in the Munguia fight, I would talk to him Spanish in between rounds.
Really?
Yeah. I
And
would.
you see him catch it.
I'll be like, it's not my way. It's not my way. Like, you throwing shots.
Yeah.
And Munguia was
Is
looking
that
at me
it?
like,
Is that it?
the hell?
Yeah, yeah.
Munguia was looking at me like, for real?
Who taught you this? Like, how you know?
So it's pretty funny, but
Yeah.
yeah. No, the Spanish is completely different.
Yeah.
But
Because
yeah.
you'll be saying something, and like to us, we're like, okay, that sounds really nice. Like, I love Puerto Rican Spanish. I don't understand it, but like,
No, that's like when we went to Cali Bash, and my boys was like, yo, I love this shit, but what they saying?
what they say, and I speak Spanish, but what are they saying?
I'm like, bruh.
Or like you guys say, low key might be bleep, but you guys say coger, but that means pick something up, right?
Yeah.
To us, it means like have sexual relations.
Or we say
So
we
it-
say chavo.
Chavo,
Chavo to us
yeah.
is money, and chavo to y'all is
Is a
a boy.
Chavo's money.
Yeah, chavo.
Ooh,
Yeah.
hold on, let me write that
So I
down.
be saying words.
When I go to New York, I'm gonna just have so many words.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Our word is probably unique is puñeta.
Puñeta. Is
Puñeta
that
could be
like
anything. It could be like if you pinch
Ooh.
your finger, puñeta.
That's-
Or something's dope, you be like puñeta.
I
It's just
love
it's
that.
all how you say it.
The
I
way
mean,
you say it sounds fucking dope.
Yeah,
Ours
yeah.
is pedo. No hay
Yeah,
pedo.
yeah.
Ah, pedo or chingada madre or
yeah.
chingadera.
So,
yeah.
well, ours is puñeta. It's the same thing, but
Dang.
it's puñeta. Yeah.
I am Puerto Rican, you guys. No, kidding. No, Gabe, it's good to meet
No
you.
doubt.
I can't wait for the fight. We're going to be
Thank
back
you.
there too. Make sure you get your tickets. goldenboypromotions.com if you don't have it already. LA is right here in Long Beach. We got to be there. And you can also stream it live on The Zone. It's going to be a great fight.
Yeah,
it's
for
going to be
sure.
worth it, man.
Guarantee it's gonna be a great fight.
And thank you so much for coming through.
Thank
Pops.
you for having me.